When it comes to this June 1st, 2020 episode of Monday Night Raw, realistically, I could just leave this image up on screen for the whole video. Because if you missed Raw, basically just watch Aleister Black vs Seth Rollins, and then the Randy Orton promo, backstage, just watch that, and you've seen the show. Just one of these Raws where, if you miss it, you miss nothing. Seriously, 3 women's matches. You had, who was it? It was Nikki Cross versus, I forget who. Was it Peyton Royce? That doesn't bother me which one. Or Billie Kay, same thing. So we had that match. We had Nia Jax versus Kairi Sane, which is causing a bunch of just anger because Nia Jax just ragdolled Kairi Sane, forehead first into the steel steps in the ring post. And Kairi Sane got, cut, and it looked horrid. Just more Nia Jax being Nia Jax. And then we had Asuka versus Charlotte Flair, which had just this... The ending was whatever. So with 3 women's matches, none of which I cared about. We had a golf battle. Was it golf or was it... No, it was bowling this week. So I just lose track of these Street Profits Viking Raiders challenges. They're that redundant. Just every week, it's the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders just clowning around. So they've now done what? They did basketball, which was horrendous. They did axe throwing, which was actually alright. They did golf last week, and then this week, they did bowling. Just cringeworthy. So they're now 2-all. They're going to do the rap battle eventually. That was the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. The main event tonight was McIntyre versus MVP in a 2-minute squash match. Thrilling. And then Bob Lashley ended the show standing tall. Just a bunch of this stuff tonight. The whole stuff with Rey Mysterio. Raw tonight, June 1st, it's kind of... It's what you really don't want from Raw. Because as a reviewer, I either want this show to be so nauseatingly bad that I can rip it apart fully and you guys can be really entertained. Or you want a Raw which is really good so you can praise it. This show was just nothing. It was 2 or 3 really good things, like an Orton promo, Black vs. Rollins, and I think there was something else I enjoyed in this show, and the rest of the show just sucked. Apollo Crews and Kevin Owens, what even was that? Why are they having a 10-minute double DQ US title match? What's the point? If you want to kill 10 minutes of TV, why not give 10 minutes to, I don't know, just actually have them have a finish? It's such a dead ending to the show. So that's basically Monday Night Raw for June 1st, 2020. I'll get into a more detailed review, but before I do, I just want to say the 500 sub special is now finished. I've completed the video. It's ready to go. So, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that sub button. I'm dropping the big What If CM Punk Joins AEW video when I hit 500 subscribers. Hopefully, that'll happen Thursday, maybe Friday, that kind of time, ideally. So I can drop the video. You guys are going to love it. Seriously speaking, that video, it's the best work I've ever done on this channel. So you guys are going to love that. But anyway, without further ado, Monday Night Snore for June 1st, 2020. Okay, Raw is bore. Let's get into this. So we open the show with this Seth Rollins promo. So Seth Rollins came out for this whole Rey Mysterio retirement ceremony or whatever. Rollins is just cutting this promo about his match against Aleister Black that's coming up and how Rey Mysterio is going to speak later, but Rollins is going to speak for him, and it's just this kind of long-winded promo. Seth Rollins just went on and on and on. It just wasn't entertaining. The first bit, I was like, oh, this is good, and then it just dragged. It's just, okay, we get the point. He's the Messiah, we understand. He's doing some of the best character work I've seen him do in his career, Seth Rollins, but the promo really did just drag. So eventually, Aleister Black rushes down, blindsides Seth Rollins, and we get underway with this match. Aleister Black, Seth Rollins. Basically, if you saw nothing from this Raw show, go and watch this match. This went, I think, about 22 minutes. I think it went, 2 commercials? I think it was 2 commercials. A bunch of the match was interrupted by commercial breaks, but what we got was really damn good. Aleister Black and Seth Rollins, I stand by, this is a match that is pay-per-view worthy, obviously, after what we saw tonight. And it's a match that really you could build a WWE title program off when Aleister Black wins the belt, ideally end of this year or next year. You can do Aleister Black, Seth Rollins. I think that match is just perfect. This was a preview to what we should get down the line. These two guys just going at it. Aleister Black with the striking game, Rollins working him over a little bit. I just really enjoyed this. Okay, literally, you had Humberto Carrillo getting involved, Austin Theory was there, a bunch of counters, near falls. Go and watch this match if you haven't already. In the end, we literally got Aleister Black winning by pinfall, following a folding press. So Aleister Black beats Seth Rollins. I really like that. I was saying for a couple of weeks how Aleister Black was kind of floundering. He beats Seth Rollins. Great stuff there. Then the show just became boring. It seriously did. Like, after that, the show just got bad. I'm sorry. It just wasn't a fun show to watch. It was just kind of there. Nothing that happened was really that entertaining. So we get a replay of Apollo Crews winning the US title. Then we get Angel Garza and Zelina Vega backstage. And Angel Garza is trying to hit on Charlie Caruso or something. And then Zelina Vega walks up and makes a scene. And, like, as Wrestling with Heat always says in his videos, Charlie Caruso, we know she's not into this whole love triangle. It's just redundant. Why are they even doing this? It's just, there's no need. We saw Angel Garza on NXT last year, literally engaged to his fiance. We don't need to see this. This insults our intelligence. So then we go to break. After that, we get Shawn Michaels trying to plug the greatest wrestling match ever. Once again, as if it's going to be the greatest wrestling match ever. Shawn Michaels was literally saying, he's had heaps of great wrestling matches, and he thinks that Edge and Orton can deliver a match of that level. So in other words, he was forced to read a script written by Vince McMahon saying that Orton and Edge at Backlash in a singles match will be as good as Michaels Undertaker, Michaels Triple H, Michaels Jericho, Michaels, just take a pick. All these guys Michaels has put on classics with. Michaels was forced to say that Edge vs. Orton will be as good as that. Like, give us a break. Seriously, it's a bunch of cringe. Then there's a recap of McIntyre, MVP, Lashley. Then we see Lana backstage with MVP berating him, or like berating MVP and whatnot. It's just, Lana, get off my TV. Seriously, just get off my TV. If the whole thing last year with the Rusev, Lana, Lashley situation, if that wasn't bad enough, and if that whole thing didn't make you want to get Lana off your TV ASAP, this whole thing will. Lana for weeks has literally been shown backstage screaming, crying that Lashley's with MVP. It continued on here. No one cares. Like, Lana takes some digs at MVP, slaps him, and we go to break. Thrilling. Just what I want to see. So then, we proceed to get more Apollo Crews. We get Kevin Owens coming out, congratulating Apollo Crews. We get this whole Apollo Crews Open Challenge thing. So Apollo Crews defends US title against Kevin Owens. If you thought this match would have a clean finish, you're wrong. It went for 10 minutes. Okay, it went through a commercial, went for 10 whole minutes, and it just ended in a no contest. In other words, what Monday Night Raw and the WWE were telling you was, look, change your channel for 10 minutes, turn back on, and you're going to have missed nothing. You're going to have missed Apollo Crews having a BS finish because they're not going to have Kevin Owens lose back-to-back weeks clean, and you're not going to have Apollo Crews lose the title after a week. Actually, they might. This is WWE. Who really cares? So the match goes to a no contest. Then, it was a no contest because Garza and Andrade got involved. Then we get Andrade and Garza versus Apollo Crews and Kevin Owens. If you think this match looks familiar, you're right, because we got this last week. So we get Angel Garza and Andrade versus Apollo Crews and Kevin Owens. Nothing even to report here. This went for a few minutes. In the end, Crews and Owens just win by pinfall. Who really cares? Like, what a way to make Angel Garza and Andrade look good. Like, Angel Garza beats Kevin Owens last week, and this week he's losing in a tag match. It's just no consistency. The booking is just 50-50 to its finest. And then Asuka's interviewed about Charlotte Flair. She says that she's going to take down the bully Nia Jax at Backlash. And Asuka's always ready for Charlotte. And the Empress bows down to like no one. And we've seen this promo a bunch. Then we come back from commercials, some NXT hype and whatnot. We get the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders, like a recap of all their BS contests I've recapped. Then we get the Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders in bowling. Thrilling. So literally, the Viking Raiders are natural bowlers. The Street Profits are bowling gutter ball after gutter ball. It's just, I hate how they make one team so absurdly uncoordinated and terrible at whichever contest they do. It's just not realistic. It's so cringeworthy. Can you not have them, if you're going to do these G-rated, childish, corny challenges, have them be reasonable? Stop trying to insult our intelligence. Like, Monday Night Raw as a TV show insults our intelligence enough. But if you're going to insult our intelligence, at least have the Street Profits bowl regularly. It's like with the axe throwing, okay? We get Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford aren't going to be axe throwing experts per kayfabe. But don't have Angelo Dawkins throw the axe like 50 meters above the target. It looks ridiculous. Do you know how stupid it looks? And it's the same thing here with the gutter balls. When every ball is a gutter ball, it looks mindless. So I'm ranting about Street Profits bowling gutter balls on a G-rated TV show. What's my life anyway? But yeah, in the end, 130 to 121, the Viking Raiders win. Or sorry, 131 to 130, they get the win. So it's 2-all in these G-rated contests. The rap battle is incoming. You guys know it. They're going to finish this off with a rap battle, and the Street Profits will win because they're black, and this is WWE, and this is Vince McMahon's company, and racial stereotypes still apply. So yeah, the Street Profits are going to win in the end. Then we get the Iconics recap backstage. Who really cares? Like, Adam Pearce gets in between them, which, this was the same guy who gave the lecture to the people on SmackDown. Adam Pearce is just here, so then we get Billie Kay versus Nikki Cross. If you think I watched this, you're wrong. Then Drew McIntyre was interviewed backstage, does a good little interview. Then Rey Mysterio gives a medical update with Dominic. This was fine. Basically saying that it's an eye for an eye when it comes to Seth Rollins. Dominic addresses the camera. It was fine. I mean, it was what it was. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Just classic Monday Night Raw, average filler TV. Then we get Nia Jax making her entrance, and she cuts this promo saying she didn't start this, and she's been repeatedly attacked by Asuka and Kairi Sane 2-on-1, and she says that they're all smoke and mirrors, and Asuka was gifted the title because of hormones, and somehow she's the villain here. She's the victim, and she's going to expose Asuka as a charlatan or whatever. Basically, the whole thing with this is that everyone has a reputation that Nia Jax is a reckless bully, and she cuts a promo saying that she's innocent, she's the victim, just trying to get heel heat. I don't hate Nia Jax for kayfabe reasons, okay? It's more so just how reckless she is. I don't even hate her, I just want her off TV. I don't hate anyone involved with WWE. I don't hate people, I shake my head. So, yeah, speaking of that, then we come back from commercial, and we see R-Truth attacking Rob Gronkowski at his home. So we get to see R-Truth and Rob Gronk. Bruce. Well, Bruce wasn't here, but I just wanted to say that. So R-Truth and Gronk. Who really gives a damn? R-Truth's the 24/7 champion. That's not even worth noting, really. Then Kairi Sane, Nia Jax. Basically, the whole thing with this was, well, they went to ringside in front of the aisleway. Nia Jax grabbed Kairi Sane, flung her by her head, and she hit head first into like the ring post and the stairs, like in the forehead. Massive laceration on Kairi Sane's head. The match got literally cut immediately. In the end, Nia Jax wins by a leg drop. Just horrid. Seriously, I feel so bad for Kairi Sane. She must show up to Raw and the tapings and see that she's facing Nia Jax, and she must feel like crying. She must feel like, I'm about to die in the ring. I mean, to Kairi Sane, prayers out to Kairi Sane, Nia Jax. I mean, seriously. This is like, what, are we in double digits the amount of times Kairi Sane or someone else has been injured by Nia Jax? Seriously ridiculous. So then we get some backlash hype. Randy Orton cuts a really good promo, talking about how he's been watching a lot of WWE Network documentaries lately, and the one thing that every superstar seems to have in common is that Ric Flair's the greatest to ever do it, blah, blah, blah. He's talking about Ric Flair, and how Rick calls him the best ever last week, and that Edge can't be compared to him, and really good promo by Randy Orton. Then we get Asuka Charlotte Flair. If you think I watched this, you're wrong. According to Cage Side Seats, this was Charlotte winning by countout, ? Who knows? So, sounds like crappy Raw booking. Afterwards, Nia Jax just lays out Asuka. Then we get Lana backstage. We see Bobby Lashley, Bobby and Lana, don't care. McIntyre MVP is the main event. McIntyre beats MVP at the Claymore in 2 minutes. And then Lashley, or as Cage Side Seats says, Bashley locks in the full Nelson on McIntyre, swinging McIntyre around, and that's Raw. So that was Raw for June 1st, 2020. Once again, Black and Rollins, great match. Everything else, waste of time. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and sub. Let's hit 500. You guys know the drill. See ya.